Hello and welcome to JLSPararaphrase. On this site, you'll find numerous Bible study resources on the book of Proverbs. These will help you gain more understanding of the book and will help you as you try to live good and godly for the Lord's glory. The first thing you'll find is a paraphrase of Proverbs. It's not a translation, but a rewording of the text in a more understandable way that will help you understand what the Bible text is actually saying. This paraphrase is intended to be read alongside an open Bible so that you can compare the paraphrase wording to the Bible text. Although this website is primarily offering helps on Proverbs, we have included paraphrases of Ruth, Job, all of the 150 Psalms, and the book of Ecclesiastes. On this site, you will also find a 432-page commentary on Proverbs. This resource covers chapters 1 through 9 and chapters 30 and 31. Other good men have done wonderful topical studies on chapters 10 through 29, so I did not feel a need to duplicate their good work. I am a visual learner, so much of the commentary shows visual layouts of the Bible text in picture form. I believe this really helps the reader remember what he reads. Finally, there are 40 video teaching sessions on Proverbs. 20 are based upon the King James Version, and 20 are based upon the New American Standard Translation. These are 25 to 30-minute lessons and can be used in a classroom setting or for personal viewing. The first 8 lessons are intended to be watched in order because each one is built upon the previous lesson. These videos could easily form the curriculum for a formal class at a smaller Bible school. I am in the process of finishing student handouts, tests, answer sheets, the final exam, and teacher's notes. If a school is interested in establishing such a course, they can contact me directly. I'd like to give you a quick tour of the videos. Lesson 1 covers Proverbs 1, verses 1 through 6, and teaches Solomon's 4 steps to learning and living the book. Lesson 2 covers the first half of Proverbs 1:7, and it teaches what a genuine biblical fear of the Lord is and who the Lord is in Proverbs. Lesson 3 covers the second half of Proverbs 1:7 and is broken down into 3 parts. Part 1 covers the first 2 of the 3 fools in Proverbs. Part 2 covers the third fool and gives a summary of the fools with application. Part 3 covers what wisdom is and how to acquire it. In Lesson 4, we look at Proverbs chapter 1, verses 8 through 19, and it teaches how we should avoid or abandon friends or acquaintances who would entice us to join them in their sinful activities. Lesson 5 covers Proverbs chapter 1, verses 20 to 33, and teaches the disastrous consequences of rejecting wisdom. Be warned. Even believers in Christ can do this. Lesson 6 covers all of Proverbs chapter 2 and teaches the 3 searches we must engage in if we are to find and acquire a genuine biblical fear of the Lord that leads to wisdom. Lessons 7 and 8 cover Proverbs chapter 3 in its entirety. When you watch these lessons, be sure to download and print the handouts. It will make understanding the lesson much clearer. In Lesson 7, we see where the whole first half of chapter 3 teaches the blessings that come from doing good and obeying the Scriptures. In Lesson 8, we see where the whole second half of chapter 3 teaches the security that comes from avoiding or abandoning every sinful practice. In Lesson 9, it covers Proverbs chapter 4 and teaches that the Lord watches everything we do, say, or think. So we need to guard what we say, what we see, and where we go. Lesson 10 has 2 parts. Part 1 teaches the disastrous consequences of an adulterous relationship. Part 2 teaches how to adultery-proof your marriage. This lesson is designed for married and newly engaged couples. Lesson 11 covers all of Proverbs chapter 8 and shares wisdom's testimony of who she is, what she is, and how she is valuable to the believer. Lesson 12 covers all of Proverbs chapter 9 and shows an expanded picture of the two choices in life taught in Proverbs 1:7. This is a beautiful chapter to behold. When you watch this lesson, be sure to download and print the handouts. There are 3 of them, and it will make understanding the lesson much clearer. Lesson 13 teaches about the lazy man. One paragraph in Proverbs teaches how to avoid becoming a lazy man, and the other paragraph teaches how to overcome being a lazy man. Lesson 14 teaches the positives and negatives of why believers in Christ should not ingest alcoholic beverages. Lesson 15 shows how all of Proverbs chapter 30 is a complete rebuke of 2 young men by their father. The whole chapter goes together as a unit. You'll see. It's a beautiful presentation of logic. Once again, be sure to download and print the handout. It will make understanding the lesson much easier. Lesson 15 supplement examines 1 John 1 verses 5 through 10 and shows the 3 types of sinners. At the conclusion of the lesson, you can decide which category of sinners Ithiel and Ucal were in Proverbs chapter 30. Lesson 16 covers Proverbs chapter 31 and discusses the virtuous woman. This lesson shows women why they don't need to feel inferior to this woman and why they don't need to feel guilty that they cannot do all of the things the virtuous woman did in one day. This lesson is sweet. You'll enjoy it, I'm sure. Finally, Lesson 17 is a for your information video. It will show the logic of how the verses in chapters 10 through 29 of Proverbs were arranged. This will be in picture form, so it will be easy to follow the logic. I hope you will enjoy it. These are the 20 teaching sessions offered on this site. I hope you find the resources on this website beneficial. They are my offering to the Lord that will live long after I am gone to be with the Lord. These resources are free, so I hope you'll avail yourself of what they have to offer.